Welcome to the Brampton Flight Center. My name is Judy Piccioni, and I'm the Manager of Flight Training Administration. I would like to take a few minutes to review our professional pilot program application process and the financial assistance options that are available. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us. If you're interested in our college or IATPL program, Kathy Stewart is the best point of contact. She can be reached at admissions@bramfly.com, or you can call her at 905-838-1400, extension 248. If you're interested in our self-paced programs for either private or commercial, please reach out to Amber McKinney. Our flight training administrator can be reached at info@bramfly.com, or she could be called at 905-838-1400, extension 228. In terms of our application process for our college and IATPL students, it typically happens every year from January 1st until March 15th. It is imperative that you do apply on time. Applications after March 16th will not be considered. The program is to commence on the first Tuesday of each July, and typically we accept 30 students for the program. On average, each year we see about 80 to 100 applications for the program. We are proud of our success rate in the program, and typically we see a 75% graduation rate. While many factors attribute to a student's success, it is imperative that they are recognize that it is a very intensive program, and we do require commitment 6 days a week. They also do have the option of flying on the 7th. We also ask in the interview process about one's financial ability to get through the program, because we don't recommend that students work part-time, and full-time is definitely not an option. In order to apply for the college program, you would have to visit our website, bramptonflightcenter.com. Under Start Your Career, you would have to choose your program of interest, whether it be the college or the IATPL. You would have to pay a nominal application fee and submit the following documents as well. We would like to see that you have the Transport Canada One Aviation Medical appointment done. So you could either provide an attachment of the medical certificate that you would receive directly from Transport Canada, or recognition from the doctor that the test has taken place and that you passed. We would require transcripts from your current or past educational institutes. So that could be high school or university, or both. We would be looking for 2 letters of reference. Preferably, these would come from your former employers or teachers or professors from school. And basically, the letter should state why you would be an eligible student for the program. We don't expect them to know what the program entails, but just characteristics that you portray that would be helpful or advantageous in any kind of educational program. We would also require a copy of your current resume. And one of the most important documents is the 2 to 3 page narrative about your interests and intentions in aviation. We do try to get a thorough understanding of the applicant that is applying for the program. And this gives us some insight as to why you started in aviation, where your passion came from, and where do you see yourself in the future. If you're an international student, we do require a copy of the IELTS with a minimum band level of 7. And we would also expect that you show us proof of having done at least a half an hour introductory flight in a small aircraft. It does not have to be done at the Brampton Flight Center, but we just want to make sure that you are in fact comfortable in a confined setting. Once all these applications items have been received, Kathy will be in touch to schedule an interview and arrange for a small quiz to be done. If you're interested in applying for the self-paced program, no application is required, and you can apply today. Simply reach out to membership@bramfly.com, let them know your intentions, and they'll help you with the process. We do, however, recommend that you get your Category 1 aviation medical done as soon as possible, just because it can take a few months to receive it from Transport Canada. This would have to be done with a Transport Canada approved aviation doctor, and please note that the Category 1 is a requirement for the commercial license itself. If you'd like, you would just Google Canadian Aviation Medical Examiner, and the first link should be the most used one. The abbreviation is CANE. For our program quotes, we do have them listed on our website. Typically, you're looking for the college program. You could go to the college program admission cost information or the IATPL program cost information. In terms of the self-paced program, the quote can vary depending on which licenses and ratings you wish to achieve. In the college and IATPL, a successful graduate would receive the private, commercial, night, multi-engine rating, and Group 1 instrument rating. In the self-paced commercial, they do have the option of just getting the private, commercial, and night, or progressing their training to also get the multi and IFR. And therefore, the quotes would vary depending on which route you wish to pursue. Typically, these programs are quoted on 200 hours of flight time. However, some individuals might need some extra training or review lessons, and therefore the quote may be higher than anticipated. The payment schedule is quite different than a university. So the ground school tuition is broken up into tuition installments scattered throughout the year, whereas the flying is based on a pay-as-you-fly basis. Financial assistance. We have seen students successfully use their RESPs, educational line of credits, loans with a cosigner, or some have even used the scholarships that are available. The scholarships are generally for smaller denominations, but we do have a list of participants that the student can see if they would be eligible for. Unfortunately, none of our commercial programs are OSAP eligible. If you were to be a successful graduate out of our IATPL program, we do have a partnership program set up with JAZ. It's called our JAZ Pathways program. So in previous years, JAZ would provide an interview for our top students. And if they were successful candidates for the interview process, they would be hired upon graduation and upon receiving 250 flight hours. JAZ also recognizes our students through 2 scholarships. One is for the JAZ Aviation Pathway Award for Professionalism, and the other one is JAZ Aviation Pathway Award for Professionalism and Diversity. And these graduates would be recognized at our annual graduation ceremony, and they would also be awarded an opportunity for an interview in the future. The second relationship we have is with Destination Porter. It's a mentorship program for our IATPL graduates as well. So graduates of this program could be accepted into the mentorship program, which enables our graduates to be paired up with a Porter airline pilot to provide them guidance into their career development. If they have a successful interview, once they receive a predetermined amount of flight hours, typically in the past it was around 500 to 700 hours, they would have the option of an interview at Porter Airlines for a first officer position. As I mentioned previously, we do have other videos available for more in-depth information about what the program entails and the curriculum that is covered. But if you'd like, please feel free to reach out to us and we would be happy to assist. Kathy Stewart is our main coordinator for the College and IATPL program, and Amber McKinney oversees our international students and self-paced programs. Thank you for your time and hope to cross paths with you in the future.